Hello, everybody. I'm Professor Ann Noonan, and welcome to my little welcome video about PSY 344 Topics in Social and Cultural Diversity. The first thing I want to tell you is that this is about my seventh attempt to make this little video. In the most recent version that I screwed up, one of my AirPods popped out and landed on the floor, so we had to start again. So I'm hoping this is the take. This is the magical one. So welcome to the class. I have been teaching at Salem State since 2007. So I'm entering my 14th year of teaching, which is wild. And this particular class, Topics in Social and Cultural Diversity, is a course that I've taught for several years. In fact, I was one of the people who created this course. And the idea with this course is, or was, to give students more exposure to a quote unquote diversity topic. But the word topics in the title means that whoever is teaching the course gets to decide on what the topic will be, what the focus will be. So our focus will be on the psychology of social class. And social class is not something that psychologists talk a lot about or write about or research a whole lot. And indeed, psych majors sometimes come into this class having never really talked about the psychology of social class. So we're going to change all that. I love teaching. I love teaching this course in particular. It's a real passion of mine. It's also a writing 2 course or a W2 course in the writing curriculum, which means we're going to do a fair amount of writing. And writing is also a passion of mine. So this is a course that is really near and dear to my heart. So much so that I'm actually writing a textbook. So I have come up with a way to teach this class that students have evaluated very positively, and I have really loved it. So I thought, well, why not write a textbook? So my co-author and I have a textbook due to the publisher in March, which is terrifying. So you'll hear more about that project. And my co-author is Dr. William Ming Liu, or Will Liu, and you'll hear a lot about his work over the course of this semester. So we'll say more about that as we progress. I have 2 sections of this course, both fully online and asynchronous, which is a new word in higher ed, which means that we don't have to show up online for an online Zoom class. Everything will happen on our own, at our own pace. However, I will build in some opportunities for us to use Zoom just to talk with each other, get to know each other, whatever. So more about that later. But this is really independent work, right? I'll be telling you everything that you have to do, but you will be in charge of getting it all done. I'm also teaching 2 sections of Adulthood and Old Age this semester. Fully online, fully asynchronous, and some of you are actually taking both classes with me. So we'll see how that goes for you. Let's see, what do I want to tell you? I have 2 adult children. My daughter is 26, and she is a marketing strategist in Manhattan. And my son just turned 21, and he is a senior at UMass Amherst. He's finishing up a 4-year degree in hospitality management at their Eisenberg School of Business. So I guess what you need to know is that I too pay for college, but I'm almost done doing that. What else do I want to tell you? Went to Framingham State as an undergrad. I entered as an early childhood ed major, but I fell in love with psychology, changed my major junior year, and got a bachelor's in psychology. I worked for several years after that, and then I went into grad school at Boston University. I earned a master's in psychology there, and then I entered their PhD program and earned a PhD in psychology at BU. So I think it's safe to say that I love psychology, and I consider teaching psychology to be an honor and a privilege, and something that is probably more fun than most people believe when I tell them that like this job is a blast. That said, part of what I love so much about teaching psych at Salem State is hanging out in the classroom with students and just getting to know who you are, getting to know your personalities. The discussions we have are beautiful. So I do regret that we won't be seeing one another face to face in person, but I'm going to, every week I'll have some way to ask you to bring yourself into the class, so to speak, so we get a sense of who you all are. So that's my big ask, right? So you'll have plenty of work to do for me every week. I want that work done well. I want that work done on time. But you'll notice every week that I call them engagement activities. There'll be some sort of engagement activity. And that is a way for me to reach out and get a sense of who you are, to invite you to share a little bit of your spirit or your soul or your personality, or what is it that makes you sing? What is it that makes you different from other people? So by now you have already seen the modules in Canvas where everything will be, including this lovely little video. So we will see more of each other in that space. And I do hope at some point over the semester, you take me up on an invitation to show up on Zoom at some point for an office hour, just so we can get to know each other a little bit more face to face. So thanks for listening, and I will see you on screen. Bye.